have not, which is why I'm going to stick with Storm.
That's
statistical analysis is why we brought you here, Kyle.
It's the same logic as if you flip a coin 9 times and it's heads 9 times in a row.
It's going to be heads.
Exactly.
My thought is just when you give Pain heroes they're extremely comfortable with, they will win the game. You have the King RD Dark Willow, the Tavo Pango, and the HFN Spectre. I think Pain takes it. I think they have a little better draft, and you just, I don't know. Giving HFN a hero like Spectre, if he has a decent laning phase, he will carry a game.
Yeah, it's like a fact that every mid player in South America has an incredible TA.
Yes.
And Tavo has 2 heroes I would say you need to fear, and they're Pango and Enigma, and he's got one of them.
This is a mid Terrorblade.
Yep. It is going to be, okay.
You didn't say that already, right?
Kyle said you thought it would be, or one of you said that. I don't know.
We said we wanted Prophet, but Mirana wasn't a good matchup, so it should be TB. And I think it's even, but you get side-bladed as a 488 health hero.
Doesn't matter how much armor you have if he's hitting creeps.
That's why I'm kind of confused, because that's why he's so good in lane. He has 10 armor, 11.
I feel like when I've seen Miracle go mid Terrorblade, he doesn't go Quelling, he goes for Wraithband level 1.
Okay, Miracle is the guy in Southeast Asia. Miracle is the player on Liquid.
Miracle.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Miracle also a very good player though himself.
Yeah.
Miracle.
I'm talking about the one from Liquid.
Yes.
Yes.
The one that is doing it.
Yes. Well, let's see. I think this middle lane, look at this. They already have someone there to secure
the Ogre, yeah.
Look at this. We're going back a meta. We are having an Ogre just sit middle, and he has Ignite. But we are doing a good job. Look at this. He gets both last hits under the tower. Like, he just got all 3. What a note. That's just good play. Does get that one denied. The most important one, but he gets 3 last hits.
Yeah, that's great play. He just won the block.
Yeah.
Mid player versus carry player can happen.
I don't think he purposely let that creep through. That's just not good when you're, especially when you're planning to dual lane. Last thing you want to do is have your creep wave die that quickly, because when you have that many creeps on the enemy side, you can't be aggressive as 2 heroes.
And here you see the problem. Once you get away from that tower, SVG will just whop you. A miss uphill by Resolution on the first attack. And that means
able to chase for a kill otherwise.
That means bottom, it is going to be solo Nature's Pro. Why is it okay to leave this hero? Just because he can put trance on the enemy? Or?
He's stronger, like 1 versus 2, I think. I'd say he's favored in this lane.
As long as he's not killable.
Yeah.
You'd say he's favored 2v1?
Well, the thing is, he's not going to lose the lane or get killed, and then Ogre comes bottom and they just start dominating the lane. Doesn't matter if he's behind a little bit or not.
Okay. And now it looks like we are going to see a rotation here from King RD. Only level 1, which could be a problem, but he might be enough to save his partner in crime here. Weeha and Will just running through with Shadow Realm. And there we go. The Metamorphosis wears off. 7-4 versus 4-0. Not lane. Terrible for the TA. It is going to be top. They're going in. It's going to be a leap forward. Can they get Duster? They can't. Jakiro, one of the highest HP intelligence heroes in the game.
Yeah, he landed the Nyx stun and set up the arrow, but it wasn't quite enough damage to bring
level 1 of each skill.
Yeah.
The thing about that, I'm actually starting to feel pain in this game. I'm just looking at how fights are going to play out after like 20 minutes or so.
It's too late. You can't change.
And I stand by what I said, but it's a scary game for Storm, and I think Pain has a strat advantage. Can they close it out, though? That's the question.
That is the question. You gotta. Because Terrorblade beat Spectre in the Omega late game, right?
Mm-hmm. We saw a Terrorblade lose to a Spectre the other day, like 70 minutes plus, but that was because that was HFN on the Terrorblade, and he was the only farm team hero on his team. And so the important thing about a hero like Terrorblade, he really isn't that great in this kind of game to solo carry the game. He can be the most powerful hero in the game, but if you don't have any net worth on your other heroes, you will not be able to solo carry. So we got to just pay attention to the Mirana and Nature's Prophet having good games.
Yeah, like we did see Snake King late game top lane. They're going for the first blood here on Duster. Will they get it? He does have his stick, and it will be good enough. Now it could be a turnaround. HFN needs 2 more attacks. There's 1. There's 2. It will be, and that's a pretty good person to get first blood on if you're Pain.
I love the Spectre builds coming out. They just never go any point in Desolate. They just go for the sustain heavy trade CSing dagger.
It's a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, and that just changed from like a couple weeks ago, right? Like everyone was going Desolate. Now all of a sudden, you see 1 or 2 people doing, and you're like, that's pretty good.
I will say, I think that if people had the idea that I had, which was that BKB prevented dispersion damage, then realized it was just returned as the same as it was received, and it also like that's game changing.
Yeah.
And when you combine that with the talent and blade mail, like you just make yourself a target, and they can't touch you.
I think the most significant part of that change, the way dispersion works nowadays, is it used to be that it would just return however much damage you took, rather than how much based on how much they did to you before reductions. So when you had a stout shield and you were tanking jungle creeps, the creeps would take no damage because you weren't taking damage either.
Jeez.
But now the creeps take like 30 damage a hit, which helps her farm a lot. So it's not. It used to be that Desolate was purely her farming skill, but you can jungle or tank creep waves and farm pretty decently with max dispersion.
Well, goes down middle. Resolution might die to this tower. No, he will sell.
Fairy Fire.
And Fairy Fire as well. Look at he's staying. He's like, nah, I'm getting some denies too.
Yeah, when all of her abilities are on cooldown, so
she doesn't do anything. Yep, does miss these last hits. Means be careful for these side blades, and will back out. If you look at the CS bottom though, 13-3 versus 20 and 18 of Snaking right now with that Nature's Prophet.
Snaking's Prophet is very good, and as expected, he does dumpster a Pangolier in lane on Prophet.
Yep. Top lane, there's a lot of damage being done. Doesn't look like any sort of kill, but everyone's just getting low. That's when you got to be careful, especially if you're a level 1 Leap Mirana. They do not regen quick.
The thing is, the Mirana Nyx have damage issues, but this Prophet's going to have level 6.
Yep.
And that's a huge damage boost to any kill threat lane. So I feel like this bottom lane is going to bleed into at least top lane. I don't think as much in the mid lane, but it will have a major impact on the top lane.
I love this decision. Yep, TP back.
With
got an
level
item.
6,
Be ready to cast ulti.
He is very farmed right now.
Kill threat top. They're probably going to go for something. Snaking is definitely communicating. If you guys see something, I have ult.
And I think they see something right now. They do ping out. MSS is over there, but he will come over. It doesn't look like a TP. He actually just goes back bottom. So won't be any gank by Snaking, except with his ult.
It doesn't have to be there to be a gank.
Yeah.
Dude, look at him go.
Yeah, what do? He has the treads now. If you're Tavo, I mean, how do you just continue to try to get bottom rune, or what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, you just choke levels until you get 6. That's all you can do.
And then what do you just move around the map, go gank?
I think your job is to defend this lane against the Prophet.
Yep. Oh, nice counter ward there by the Dire. King RD will get it.
Taking a lot of damage down bottom though.
Yeah.
He's getting vision with the trees. Oh,
bottled up.
Oh, top lane though, because of that ulti.
Yeah, Duster taking a ton of damage. One more attack, it will be there. Will be a kill.
Wastes a salve as well.
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
It's like his third salve used.
But here's one of the biggest things. We do see the stack actually misses on the Ancient because one of the little dragons did not want to go.
I hate that.
Yeah, same. The little dragons are always the problem.
It's also the yellow Thunderhide guy.
Yeah.
He just like stomps or whatever and then just doesn't move.
Well, maybe, you know, shouldn't bully his family.
Sorry.
Middle, look at this. Snaking to the TP, and does he have dust? Does anyone have dust? Doesn't look like he does have a point in meld, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, he'll just meld. What about you, Resolution? You do not either. But he's just sitting here now in biz on a bunch of heroes. He's actually trying to run away. Was that the right move? Sure, because meld's a 6-second cooldown. So now he can get away a lot easier.
No,
there's a sentry coming out.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. We're just gonna stick. I don't care if anything adds top or bottom. Oh, look, I can't. Yeah, he knows.
Oh, he
sidebladed the courier. Yeah, I saw that. And, well, that's gonna be not an easy kill. I definitely don't want to say an easy kill because it took him some time, but now you're going to lose your tier 1 middle pretty damn quickly.
Yep. It's costing them time, but it's also costing the TI8.
This is the strength of Fury and Terrorblade. Like, we saw Liquid play these two heroes in combination a lot. Look at this, they're going to catch the TP.
They find Pango. He tries to jump away with his shield crash, but he can't quite get it. Now he won't die. Now Snaking is just going to die. It looks like he's going to cast his ulti bottom, so will come middle. Ton of damage. Won't kill anyone quite yet. Can we get this kill? The sideblade's not up because strength tread swap. That was a very nice tread swap, and I thought that was going to be a terrible fight for VGJ Storm, but they somehow make it out.
Dude, what's crazy, Spectre with the top CS in the game, though, this is what you like to see if you're playing games.
Well, top creep kills, not CS. That would technically be Snaking because you add them together.
True.
Sorry, it's just math. You know I love
simple math, Kyle.
It's a little more difficult and simple at top.
That does take
There's 3 heroes.
Steps to that one.
I thought they were just going to run in, but not quite yet. He has level 2 stun.
Speed bonus.
I don't think Duster will, though. But I don't think Duster minds sacrificing his life for HFN here. And it will just be 2 supports. Are they going to give it to Yawar? They sure will. Let him have some gold. But now middle lane. Weah is pressuring. It doesn't have the Blightstone, though. I like casual Blightstone so much on that hero.
It's more important than treads, but he feels a little behind, and that HP was effective earlier.
It was. So Resolution, he was kind of the talk of the town early. Terrorblade middle versus this TA. And he did get a lot of help, but he was the Aquila, but a little underfarmed.
He's going for the maximum efficiency farming build too with the max illusions.
Do you like that?
And he has the Glove of Haste and a Band of Elements.
When you're mid TB, I think it's fine because you have a level advantage.
Yep. Uh-oh, here we go. The rolling's going to happen. Can he avoid it? No, he just tries to run straight back. King RD's going to come over. Stun will definitely fly out. There goes the root. Will hit. That is 3 hits. Make it. Nope, only 3, but they will get the swashbuckle. Will get the kill. Tavo running on the left. And nothing happens. Yeah, Tavo. Not even the 316 gold. More that experience shared with King RD.
Still 700 net worth behind the Prophet, Pangolier, but that's the important aspect of Pangolier against the Prophet is at least you have kill threat on him at all stages. Once you get level 6, that is.
That's so smart. Nice use of the... That was actually weird. TA should have turned off the Aquila because it's a guaranteed last hit for the TB. Sorry, little thing.
Hey man, you gotta, these little things,
they do
make a big deal.
Uh-oh, middle lane, here we go. He has dust this time. You know you have a global teleportation. Trap will get popped uphill. Won't be a miss, but
I think the old hit refraction.
Yeah.
Prophet ulti.
Must have. Oh, he's gonna go for the tower right. Doesn't get it. Rezo actually gets it. That would have been big. You commit a gank, don't get it, and he does, but they'll get some gold.
How can you see Spectre's #1 net worth at this point in the game? I don't think that's necessarily a good thing though.
Why?
Like Spectre's is not the one that's going to enable her other cores to farm.
But you still want her to be farmed.
It's a good point, though.
You'd rather have it on the TA Pangolier because if those heroes have farm, they're going to run around the map being active, and the Spectre will have room to farm. Spectre's not going to make it so TA and Pangolier can farm.
Yeah, exactly. They're the mid-game heroes. You want them to be ahead, unkillable, able to take map control, while Spectre just kind of slides into a side lane. And
as long as she has 6, right, and gets involved with a kill.
Oh, roll it up.
Bottom, looks like they're going to go. It's just an ogre. We're going to have another TP coming. Will FPG go down? He gets rooted. He's going to get rolled on again. Rooted in the back is Nyx Assassin. And now Tavo, though. Oh, what a dodge. And he gets over with the swashbuckle. Tavo. Now you see why this hero gets banned versus him. Jukes and jives on MSS.
Spectre is going for a Vanguard against the Prophet, Terrorblade, Mirana course. I like the itemization, and because of all this shenanigans happening in the bottom lane, TA is able to take the tier 1 tower mid after a rough start.
Nice and easy.
Has the casual Blightstone, as you mentioned.
I like this. I don't know. I think more Jakiro should get higher levels in Liquid Fire. You see more dual breath because it is better team fight. Maybe I don't know, right? The whole point of Jakiro is that he can push by himself, but now I don't think he wants to be by himself because SVG's gonna stun. It's a multicast. Snake King probably didn't see that coming. And there you go. He gets the right click, but SVG gets the kill.
What's SVG's skill build, by the way? Is he going that max stun build too? Interesting.
3-2, 0-1.
Maybe they changed multicast too recently, didn't they? That's probably something to do with it.
It's much higher chance at level 1.
Yeah,
it's higher at other levels too, but 60%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a lot.
The double stun to level 6 is actually just crazy amounts of damage output.
You know, let's do the math. 240 times 2, that's 480 minus hero reduction. We're looking at something like 435.5.
0.54, I think.
It's 360. Let's just be
Nah.
I'm like, I can't handle it.
The math is needed, but look at this. He was trying to do some stacks. I don't know if you're getting this kill, though. Well, you might on SVG if you're on the other side of things. And there's Tavo. Is Tavo just going to die? He's going to die. Oh, my God. He got slapped.
Let me tell you, the first time I ever played against those Ancients, I was a PA, and I blinked on it and died instantly.
Wow.
I was like, damn, those things do a lot of damage.
Yep.
They not only stomp you for physical damage, but they reduce your armor in half.
And
all the other
10 others.
Shred you.
Yep.
That was fun.
This is the thing, though, about Furion versus TA is that you can defend these Ancients very effectively because you're just there, and they have a ward on this. So I think you come back if you can, if you're Storm.
They're taking it pretty quickly,
Nyx is running there. He has Vendetta.
So what do you do, though? You can't kill a TA by yourself.
He's not taking any damage because of the traps he's utilizing.
And Nature's probably is going to respawn just now. Oh, he should at least steal the experience. He doesn't want to get sentry, though, it looks like. But he will steal some experience. No refraction, pardon me, out yet. Top lane, they're going to go for HFN. This would be a nice kill, but Duster is there to save his teammate now. There's going to be an ulti pop. Is he just using it? He's going bottom lane. Will they find?
Or? Nah, he's just getting the hell out of Dodge.
Farm. He just wants one
There's nowhere to be top anymore.
He had no TP, I guess that makes sense. I didn't realize he had no TP.
So that's a global free TP. It's a long cooldown, but right, he's going to farm, maybe even push and take bottom.
Yeah, definitely not free, because that's very
gold-wise, it is.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. You're never going to be using your ult to like find fights with the roster you've got. It's really just Willow and Pango finding a kill, and they don't need your help. He's also building a Vanguard, so certainly playing for later stages. But this is the downside to your point. Now they can just push top, and they know there's no haunt.
That's what I was thinking. Is like you're not going to take your haunt for kills, but it would participate in fights. You're the most farm.
Tavo. is going to go in. Carapace obviously does not work on Pango when he's ulted. There will be a root up on the backside, though. They're trying to turn it around. Oh, no, and Tavo gets sundered on. He's still alive, though, barely, and Snaking getting chased down by Weehaw. This would be a big kill. King RD gets MSS on the backside, and Weehaw has another trap.
Spectre is just farming bottom, meanwhile.
Yep.
That's a huge deal that they have no haunt, and he's able to win the fight while he's just farming.
Well, interesting, he goes the max side blades, even though he's rushing the blink. Traditionally, you see only 2 max 3 points that you get those extra points in meld.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So this, you guys are liking the play from Pain right now. They're buying space now, but do you like the Vanguard, I guess?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why is that?
I think you always go like one mid-game item. I don't think Blade Mail stands out to me as amazing this game.
And to your point, because of the way dispersion damage is calculated, anything that reduces damage intake is crazy good, because you're going to return the damage dealt by the Terrorblade, but you're obviously going to block 50 of it per hit.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it 50 block?
It's 70 block on a 50% chance.
That's facts.
So 35. For some reason, 30 something was in my head as like the average. And the number 50. So,
yeah.
Bang.
I always try to test myself to make sure I was right, but...
Oh, bottom. King RD. He Shadow Realms immediately after getting hit. Arrow's going to whip, but he will get stunned up. Now it's going to be all about this rune, though. MSS standing right on top of it. It looks like Tavo's going to roll back. Can he pick it up while he goes? No, HFN says, I love gold. He gets it. MSS will get destroyed by Weehaw. Yawar goes down, and SVG gets right-clicked, and welcome to Pain Gaming.
Yeah.
I would love to see Spectre go Manta Diffusal, but he looks like he's queuing up the Radiance.
I feel like that's the wrong choice against the Terrorblade.
I feel like it's the wrong choice against the Nyx, yeah. The Terrorblade matters for sure, but like the Nyx comes to my mind where they have a really hard time killing you, to be honest. If you go Manta, how do they kill you?
Exactly. I 100% agree.
Genuinely don't know how they kill you.
I still feel like they're in a dominating position in this game, just because, once again, this Pangolier, like, I don't actually think you could beat it in fights. And then there's a Jakiro Willow to like follow up on the crazy amount of stuns the roll it up is going to give you. And Spectre just hunts Prophet and Mirana the entire game. So I don't know, that's not even counting TA. It just secures Roche Towers and will probably hit #1 net worth pretty soon.
And it feels like what really is working out for Pain is their defense of Wind Nature's probably TB'd in, right? Because he's only level 11. He doesn't even have an Orc, and he was owning, right? Yeah. He was straight owning.
I don't feel like he played this game ideally. I think he wants more build-up and to sit bottom a little longer, because the moment you force moves that don't work, you're fodder for the enemy lineup this game. Yeah. And instead of building like more of the support style tanky items, he's going like carry Prophet, but you have a Terrorblade. You know,
and you're against Spectre as well, which is one of those.
What an arrow.
This would be a nice kill. He has Vanguard, but the 2 times one against him, guess who's bottom? It's Snaking. He's going to try to get away. I'm not sure where he went. He went back bottom, I think. I'm not sure. I should see him. There he is. He's running away. Sorry, is he going to survive?
It actually didn't matter, but it looks like it didn't matter. He's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Was that a Terrorblade attack from top?
I think it wouldn't have killed him either way.
Briefly?
Yeah.
I think it doesn't disjoint to haunt, so.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it would have killed either way, but it would have been real close.
Yeah. And I didn't think they could possibly kill him, but
that was a good play by HFN. He just creates chaos, right? You just I'm left, I'm right, no, I'm right, left, left.
And you just spam that D button.
Yep.
Or whatever your hotkey is.
Yep. Are you guys normal hotkey users?
I'm a QWER, and
all right.
You know, it's kind of like I think it's a lot by chance. If you started playing when Legacy was the main way, or
no. I hate Legacy, and I played since 2003.
Oh, Grant, you're a flower.
Oh, thank Kyle. What about you? Is it certain heroes or are you QWER?
There's no reason not to QWER. It's more efficient.
I agree. Unless Invoker, I could see that, but I don't play him, so I don't care.
The only argument I can make is players like Arteezy have said the most important thing is comfort zone. So if you've been playing with Legacy for 15 years or something, at that point it might not be the best thing.
But then what if new heroes come out that you want to play? You don't have comfort with that.
That's true. At that point, you never know. I still agree. QWER on paper is the best.
Yep.
But they're Mirana ultied up. They're going to find the Spectre. Stun into stun into stun.
No ult this time, but look at this double TP. Will it be in time? It doesn't look like it will. Reflection doing a ton of damage. Look at this. King RD could be in a little trouble. That's an Orc, and that's going to be another kill and a tier 1 tower. Dude. That is what VGJ Storm need to do.
That was so good from MSS. The stun time perfectly to land as the teleport came in. No chance to survive. And thanks to the Orc pick up, that makes 1 tower 2.
really wish he would have bought Manta.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spectre.
Dire's structures are
But
fortified.
I'm not going to worry about that item choice. He has chosen to commit for the Radiance. He has bought.
It's just
recipe.
they were they were so strong, they're so ahead, and it just feels like item choices put him in a position where his team's now not going to be confident to take fights.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty much the most net worth on your team, and you go for these greedy items, you're effectively,
Yeah, what's
I don't want to say
Grant?
neutering, but you're making it so all the net worth on your team is ineffective.
Pain just gave up top tower. They just gave it away. They thought they were all going to get ganked. They backed up and they just let he like double leaped to get the deny because no one else was there. That's a lot of team gold.
Wait, 2 leaps?
Yeah, he used 2 leaps to, I believe, to get the deny on the tower. Because, well, he's level 4, so it's very quick.
They're smoked up on Pain. They have Haunt in 20 seconds.
What?
I was just going to ask BSJ, do you think if he goes Vanguards, it's still right to go Manta?
Yes.
Because there's no damage whatsoever.
The Manta does a lot of damage on Spectre. Specifically Spectre.
A lot or a decent amount?
A lot.
Okay.
It's the Desolate pure damage. Is her
Ooh, Resolution. This would be a nice find. This would be a very good find. He needs to get the Sunder off on somebody, but there's a lot of heroes you can't. It would be HFN if anyone. He does get it off, actually, but it's not HFN. It's on the Willow somehow. They're trying to roll around. They're going to terrorize a bunch of people. This should be the kill on Resolution. Good body blocks there. And King RD gets it. SVG stuns Weehaw. They do have a trap. Slow him down. Let's do it. One more hit. Yeah. Will be enough.
Okay, now that they got that opening for the Spectre Radiance, I think that's a huge deal because Metamorphosis, I guess it wasn't used, but I don't know what VGJ can accomplish.
Should be okay. Oh, very close.
Top tower is under attack.
So, I mean, this is a very close game right now. You have a Spectre, you have a Terrorblade. It's a less than 1,000 gold lead for Pain. You see the map control looks a little in favor of Dire, but who do you think's in the lead right now?
I feel like it's Pain, but it's one of those complicated games where like one mistake could put either team in a decisive advantage, or you could just have a well-played game that goes for another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's really tough to say.
Dude, almost a BKB on TA. Yeah. But Spectre is looking like a lot of trouble.
And this is the problem I have with the Spectre this game is if he doesn't build to live, he can absolutely just die. And that's why I don't, when we talk about these, like earlier with Pycat, we saw, he went Radiance on Bloodseeker, but it was third item.
After you also.
BKB,
then
Radiance. And I feel like in this game, the reason why I was advocating Manta is you have to assume the Prophet's going to build an Orchid. And then they have a bunch of single target, like especially Arrow is even easy to dodge with Manta. How else do you die? How do you die if you have that type of item? And it's not that you're saying I won't die because when I have a Manta, I don't die. But if you don't have a Manta, you do die. Like that's the big difference. You're dying twice already on the most farmed hero. He's obviously not the most farmed hero anymore because he's died twice.
Yep. Well, I talked about Pain having good map advantage, but now we see Duster first I'm gonna die, but look at these deep wards MSS placed. One on the Shrine Hill and one in the base.
So he has it now.
But he doesn't want to use it. Probably knew he was going to die anyways. Here comes the roll. They have a trap there as well. It only hits one, but they will get SVG. MSS going to try to run away. See you later, Ogre. They're going to roll through. MSS will get hit. Trap will get popped. Resolution could come in and maybe do something crazy. Terrorize will hit on 3. Tries to Manta dodge it. Doesn't quite get it. But Pendelier will die.
The Manta Legion's dodged it, though. So that actually...
Yep, that's a good play from Rezo.
Can you dodge it with your main hero?
Yeah, you can. I think so.
But it's just a weird timing.
Yeah, that is very odd that his illusions dodged it and he didn't.
It's just really close timing because your hero comes out of the Manta split first.
Is this?
Yeah.
Is this Roche? Sorry.
No, it's all good. He gets the DD, so yes, it is Roche.
Without DD? I mean, with DD?
With a DD, I didn't see the DD.
There's no Haunt, right?
There is. He just got it back up.
Then I don't. It's risky.
You don't know if he
stopped to buy his BKB. He stopped to use the shot. He stopped moving and allowed Nyx to stun him.
And this could be the kill because of that. Wow. BSJ, thank you for seeing that. And that's actually nuts. Weehaw goes down. This could definitely be Roche. And they could also get King RD right now. MSS.
Double.
He's like levying at him. One more, that'll be enough. Oh my goodness. The double damage is too much. And look at that. He carapisses it in the macro pyre. MSS. Right there, they're going to go in. And
dude, this is all MSS. All MSS. Just setting up kill after kill after kill. The Snaking Orchid also proving me wrong because he has put that to great effect. Like,
shocker. He just got a little late, but yeah.
That TA traps, not dealing a full creep wave worth of damage anymore is going to be a huge factor this game.
You can't really, you don't meta anymore, right? Whoa, Tavo, you need to be real careful. Goes for the Hail Mary arrow, won't hit.
Where's the Orchid? I heard an Orchid.
This is the thing, like they had Haunt that whole time, right? But they're not comfortable turning a fight around because there's no Radiance. And it just feels so bad when you're ahead in the game, you're winning the mid game, but then because of this decision to go Radiance and a couple of untimely deaths, the 15 to 25 minute marks in this game have just been pain on the back foot at all times. They do not want to fight when they could be just pressuring aggressively, playing off this blink dagger.
I straight up don't mind him getting Radiance after Manta, but I think him going, like, the fact that he went Radiance first has really cost him the moment.
MSS again. Yeah, he breaks the smoke and wastes the dust on Dire side.
He has the Radiance now. They're looking, but yeah, like you said, they broke the smoke.
Yep, MSS, and look at that, he still has that ward up there. He already placed it, but now he's going to get spotted.
He has Carapace for the Radiance, as we already mentioned. And they're starting Roche themselves, so rather than trying to look for a gank, they're just trying to force a fight.
And I mean, I don't think
an objective.
Radiant, I mean, if they come quick enough, they could defend, but I don't think they want to, or they don't know what's going on.
Bottom. They know he's here. Shadowblade on Prophet, so he's even more hunting.
But the dagger, you're not finding now.
And they're going to get Roche.
Well, Resolution sending in illusions right now. There could very well be a fight. Nature's probably can keep in if he wants. There is Honda's going to be a giant fight. They're going to roll it up. Tavo's not going to find him. He's actually stuck up on the hill. Whoa, jumps on back down. And well, Roche isn't taken.
That's on cooldown. They have Nyx.
Yep.
Vendetta in, but they have
That's big. Oh, and he gets bashed. TA is a lot of trouble. He can't kill this that quickly. Here comes the Honda. They're going to try to get him. SVG on the back line. He won't be able to get anyone else. They are going to terrorize. Terrorblade running right into the rest of the team, but it's his team, and it's going to be a buyback. And yeah, Prophet does insane amount of damage. King RD will go down. Dagger's going to fly. They have the Radiance now. Carapace won't matter. He dies. Resolution wants us under a missed ice path. But it might not matter, or will it? They're doing so much damage to him. He's going to use it on SVG. SVG didn't even know what was happening. He just ran back in after buying back. And now, if HFN dies here, this could be a real big problem. And it looks like he will. No uphill misses right there, or Radiance. Pangolier gets right-click down. That is a dieback by SVG, but MSS with the clutch stun. And it is going to be a buyback, but no HFN. And Duster, he's running. They're both running. Tavo and Duster could very well die. Oh, no. He's good. But they can't, they're scared to do Roche as well. Maybe they're not. They get the 25 trap gold, so much gold. And look at this, he's bloodlusted for one more second.
Bash.
Now it's off. Wait, yeah, easy Rezo.
Flap.
But it looks a little on the backside. Snaking is just pressuring all. He's going to the Orchid. Yep, he dies. Orchid won't be enough to kill. He is Shadow Realmed right now. Now they're looking for Tavo. But Terrorblade will lose his Aegis, but Tavo should be okay.
He has no TP on Tavo, so he's on a mission.
Yep, it looks like...
Map here.
But dude, TA just diebacked. Like, they got Aegis Gold and XP solo on Rezo.
Look at the net worths. Like,
I would love
Terrorblade suddenly 3K ahead.
Dude, Spectre was top net worth. All of a sudden, he's in 4th place and he's 5K behind.
And then up the live Scotty, like you guys are talking about on the Terrorblade. So, I mean, the biggest thing, right? Pango probably can't just use his ult like that, right? Because it ruins the Roche fight, right?
You have to be able to finish the Roche while you're doing that. Otherwise, it's too preemptive. It's too, like, it's just too. He just jumped the gun.
Yeah, because you look at their abilities, right? You got Ice Path. Sorry, I missed that. You have the Dark Willow, right? Bramble, Terrorize. You have Ice Path as well as Pango. You still can't secure Roche because you do it so early.
Man, MSS is my MVP of this match, 100% so far. He's everywhere.
And his warding, too.
Yeah.
And look at this bloodlust, the bloodlusted Terrorblade. You don't even need that on the backside. They're going to find one. It's going to be a multi-gas. Tavo goes down. See you later, Jakira. You're dead as well. And this is looking real rough for Pain right now. Tavo's going to be rolling on through. SVG, he's just in here by himself, snaking, and now they're all back, though. They are in Viz. Carapace will stun 2 of them. They find the Spectre. Was that a Silver Edge? It was. They're doing so much damage with that Silver Edge. They get the kill. It is a buyback finally. Ulti and snaking will die, it looks like. And now MSS does stun him up a little bit. Sunder will save him. SVG running. He's dead. See you later, MSS. Can Resolution somehow turn this around? He has his ulti. They are going to terrorize him. I think that missed, actually. He threw it over his head, and now Weehaw isn't dead yet, but he's going to get massacred. Down goes Yalwar. Now it's just Resolution worth the world. And he'll go down, and HFN might have just made a lot of money.
Pull Yash off that buyback.
That is the Spectre factor, where he dies once and then the buyback haunts. Yeah. And it is very difficult to escape being team wiped because you run away for 7 seconds and he knows where every single one of you is. And
Yep.
Really well played by Pain, but the gold disparity hasn't really changed that much. It just wins them some map control, and the cores get a lot of gold, but...
Yep.
Yeah, Spectre working on the Manta now. I don't know. It's the right item. The most important thing about it is that it dispels the Terrorblade reflection.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's a very, very important point that I don't think a lot of people understand that reaction.
It looks so
that
weird.
Interaction.
Yeah, it looks so weird, but that's how it works.
It's like it's a debuff placed on you in the form of a ghost.
It's similar to silences and stuff. You can purge it the same way. And the way I'm looking at this game now is, first and foremost, Spectre took the dagger cooldown. That was something I wanted to point out.
Okay, why do you want to point it out? Is that a big deal?
Just because I think that's very abnormal. I think
Really, I've seen that a lot more. I think that's the build most of the time, just because it increases the farming speed.
I see Arteezy takes stats.
I've seen stats every other Spectre I've watched, but that threw me off. But I think the major thing is if this Spectre can get a Manta before the next fight, then when you have a Spectre with a Manta, that guarantees at least one hero is going to die in any stun. Like any ice path, that hero is going to die. Because those Desolate procs. I'm surprised he took the health regen also when he has a Vanguard. Very interesting to me.
I feel like he has to find the profit now.
Yeah.
Because the Silver Edge will just
MSS.
end
No one else on his team around.
Go towards it though. Here they come.
Here they come. Oh, they actually have a sentry, and he's like, whoa, I'm out of here. Quelling Blade chilling in the road.
Counter smoke.
Spectre haunting 20. They need to be a little patient with these smokes.
It lasts longer than 20, though.
Yeah, they just, I'm saying they have to make sure they get to the place they want to fight at, which is bottom tower, when this haunt comes off cooldown.
Can we check buyback statuses real quick?
I would love to.
Yeah, that's
a lot of no's.
So 5 minutes, 30 seconds, you need to fear the Silver Edge of your Spectre, because if you take that hit and you die, it is game over.
Yeah. And he will have the Manta for next fight, like you said.
Because you're playing against Terrorblade. They can just go through with no Spectre.
They don't even,
yeah, that Silver Edge effectively reduces your health by about 30%. It's pretty nuts.
That's a big percent.
Not just that, but all of a sudden you don't take any damage as you kill Spectre as a team.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's finding Jakiro in the mid lane.
He needs +1. SPG's here. They get the stun. Not having Ice Path or Macro Pyre is big. He already used buyback. That's just a straight 4 against 5 now. Terrorized, faked out.
That's a DDTA. Haunt is active as well.
No TP.
I want to see Spectre pick up a Dust. Very important. We saw that in the previous game we saw Spectre. That way he's able to just hunt and kill the Furion all by himself.
Whenever he wants.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have it bought for him when he has the Manta. He needs to spend all of his money on his own.
Oh, here we go. I think they want Snaking here. The roll. It's coming in, but Snaking's already running back. Non-time, he does go in
He
Viz.
doesn't have any dust on top of it. What's the plan?
Is under attack.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not part of their team.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, Radiant will lose their tier 2 tower bottom, and it's an AK lead.
So this is so scary because at any point, if Spectre's farming alone and gets just caught by a Carapace because of his Radiance, all of a sudden there's a Prophet there with an Orchid and a Silver Edge.
Silver Edge.
I love that Mirana's playing in the vicinity of Nyx.
Yep. I like
She's the +1, because if you have Mirana near Nyx, close enough to Arrow, then you have 3 heroes on top. But Nyx is effectively 3 heroes.
Yeah, and Nyx is effectively 5 seconds of stun, thanks to the 2 stuns in your kit. Then
Plus
Mirana Arrow is 5, exactly. I love that Mirana went VKB.
Nyx will pop
He
Carapace.
can't do anything about it. He's so fast.
Oh, that Ice Path connected maybe, but it doesn't.
He is 517 move speed without Tranquils active.
Yeah. Another thing to note is that when that Heart Piercer of Pangolier procs, it removes all armor, and the physical damage output of a TA and a Spectre on targets with nothing, significant.
Looks like Pain, or VGJ, excuse me, is looking to make a fight happen still, but no, they already dewarded. Can they catch Tavo?
Well,
No, Nyx is there. So question, if you have 10 armor and TA reduces you by 20 armor, and Pangolier procs,
You go to 0, then -20.
no, you actually stay at 0.
What?
Yeah, it overwrites every minus armor in the game.
And just brings it to 0?
Puts you at 0.
I feel really dumb. I didn't know that mechanic.
I didn't know it for the longest time, and I was adamant about believing the same thing, and somebody made me look
Snaking
on stream. So.
This could very well be a kill on Snaking. Oh, BKB will get popped. He's going to TP out. That's a smart play. Dire Courier dies to MSS in the back, killing their smoke. He's probably going to die for this, but I'm sure he is completely okay. Arrow won't hit anyone. He's missing, actually.
Prophet can come back.
Oh, no, and again. And here comes Yalwar. He is deep in the He actually does a lot of damage. Terrorize in the back does hit Resolution. That's a huge play. And look at that. The Desolate damage on Snaking burns him up. And now Yalwar, he's going to die as well. And here you see the Spectre damage. And Resolution. Is there a chance he gets run down? Doesn't look like it.
That was a very ambitious response. I think once MSS is caught in that position,
He
you
killed
got
a
to have a
chicken.
dodge.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
He did his job. Let him go.
Everything that's gone in their favor has started with them just bursting somebody in 5 stuns.
Yep.
On Pain, yeah, like VGJ changed somebody of Pain Gaming, and that was not what happened there.
Yep. So,
Nick's getting nulled strikes. He does reflect it, but TA doesn't even take any damage because she had refraction on.
What's our level check? Because these level 25 talents on Terrorblade, TA, and Spectre are huge.
22s across the board, except for old TB here.
Yeah, and we all know what that does.
And just in case
Tavo?
Oh, mid lane.
Tavo, you're taking a lot of damage right here. You are going to yield yourself into the air. We're going to see Spectre's coming in right now. I don't know if that's the smartest idea for HFN, but he will just back out. They need to be careful.
He already manted to be careful. Remove the solution.
Oh my goodness, he's just getting run down. And look at this. Nature's Prophet is back in 10 seconds. Will it be in time? Doesn't look like it. Nice save by Dust Dog. And there we go.
Beautiful.
Nyx Assassin, Carapaces, and King RD will be perma-stunned, like you said. And well, that's a very strange 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Gem. And that's MSS understanding the hero, like I mentioned in the draft. He knows Willow so well. Not only does he know how to play it, but against it. And he carapaces by walking into the root.
Yep.
So do you push base now, force buybacks? You don't know.
Haunt on cooldown, right?
Yeah.
For at least a little bit?
So you just take at least 1 Rax, right? And Resolution's going to try. King RD buys back. HFN is going to clean up everything. No, they're just going to back out. Looks like Roche won't be up. It will respawn 120 though.
This is this is Cheese Roche. Yeah, we've only had the one. So
yeah.
I think this is the right decision from VGJ. You took the tier 3, you have the shrines down. So you have map control, you play some wards, you took the gem, forced the buyback, relax. You need, I think, BKB on Terrorblade. He's finished that, right?
Dire's bottom
Fresh
shrine
10
is
seconds.
under
Yeah.
attack.
You get the Butterfly, you get his Aegis, then it's go time.
The seeds of
Although he is traditionally a pretty poor Aegis carrier.
Because you don't get the Metamorphosis back.
Exactly.
But once he's a pretty good Aegis carrier after the 3rd roach.
Yeah. The Abyssal on Spectre, when that comes out, he's going to get the Basher first. He just kills Fury and Amaram at the start of every fight, like by himself.
He can kill whoever he wants it terribly.
It's all about MSS, really, because he stops the Willow and the Spectre. Like, single-handedly, he could change the outcome of a team fight.
No, he's going A on disc on Nyx. Why don't we see blinks anymore on Nyx? Would that not be good here?
I think you're going to get haunted on, so I'd rather have the Aeon disc. Yeah, you don't want to die to the BKB TA, because he's hunting you, and you're hunting Spectre.
Okay, makes sense.
You want to be able to scout without just instantly dying.
Dire's top
And here
tower is under attack.
Yes.
The thing I was going to mention is Butterfly is not all that effective against Spectre just because Desolate can't miss, but it's like one of those things where it's just such a good item.
He's going to have to pop his ulti right now. He's going to go to Snake King. Snake King knows what he's doing. That means he can't go anywhere else. No, he can because he mantas it up. He'll be back. We're going to see Dagger thrown. It will be a Yules into the air by himself. MSS doesn't have Carapace up though. He is going to lose that gem. Terrorize is going to miss actually everyone. Now Resolution going to right click on. HFN is just going to get destroyed. No buyback, no ulti. Weehaw does get a nice kill on Snake King. Duster gonna try to slow him down. Ooh, BKB just ended, but uh-oh. He's gonna try to kill SVG or King RD. Nicely done. You gotta slow him down. You have no Spectre, and you know that. Tavo.
Has buyback.
No ulti, and look at that. It's a double buyback. They think they might just be able to end the game here.
Yeah. Spectre, is his buyback up? It should be, right?
It is correct. It is up, but he's not up gold.
Wow. That's a hell of a call, man. I am loving VGJ Storm. They're just playing around the idea that he doesn't have buyback because he bought the Basher. If they saw that, they may think that it's possible for them to just go high ground. Roach is spawned, though.
I think you just take Roach.
Double damage.
If you see the DD, maybe that changes your mind, but you can probably do both. Actually, Metamorphosis is off cooldown, or on cooldown. There's no way they go high ground. They're just going to take it.
That's true. Just curious if they bought back just for the Roach.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe get a Rax, maybe, but Roche is still good.
And also, HFN only died in that fight because as he poured it in, he actually caught the Nyx stun and then got arrow after a full 9 seconds.
And then Terrorblade.
And that's a good play, right? Snake King knew he went up to him, so he orchid, so he makes him Manta outside of the fight.
Yep. So there's no buyback now on your Nyx, your Ogre, and your Furion. They all bought back in that engagement. And now you have Aegis, 30 seconds on Spectre, still have the DD, just go for it. This is 1 Rax for sure.
Because even if he has buyback, he wants to use it.
Well, here we go. I like this Duster plus Terrorize plus Tavo. He's going to perma-stun him here. That will be at least the age. Oh, almost wasn't. But Snake King just backdooring bottom tower right now. Tavo jumps back uphill. Ice Path will secure the Terrorblade just sitting there. Stun as well. He's just perma-stunned in the macro bar. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Door's up now. That's important. Okay, it's back off, but the Prophet split push threat bottom, as you mentioned, is really crucial for Pain to keep in the back of their minds, making sure they don't get too focused on chasing or prolonged fights, because you don't want to lose racks to this prop and not even participate.
It feels like, you know, it's good play from Pain to burn the Aegis, but it's not a huge loss for VGJ Storm because, as we explained, like, you don't really use Aegis that well on Terrorblade, because if you pop meta and respawn, you're still not really a hero.
The Aegis does for them what he did.
Yeah,
it gets
which
them
is
the
lets
bottom
you
rack.
hit buildings and forces them to hit you.
Yep.
And burst you down. So
tier 3
that's, I mean,
top.
that's what they're going to use it for anyway. It's obviously ideal if they could have held on to it a bit longer, but that was the purpose of the Aegis in the first place. They do have Abyssal Blade and 100 gold on Spectre. Curious to see if he buys out because of the power of Spectre buyback.
You know Furion is no buyback. I mean, you just...
If you kill Furion, it's huge, yeah. That's a good point.
Top. TI8 just continues to farm.
Man, this Hurricane Pike
You're not a fan?
just feels like dead net worth.
It's good against the Sprout, I'll be honest.
It's true. I'll accept it for that reason.
That's the only reason I'm down for this game, is because the Sprout is so obnoxious to deal with on these type of heroes, and it's effectively a 5-second stun.
You also do have the damage of Spectre to rely upon, and Pango's isn't negligible either.
But I like that he's not going any disable items. He's just going the Hurricane Pike with damage.
Yeah.
I like that. If you go Hurricane Pike and Sheepstick, like a lot of people go on TA, they go the Scythe Device, then you just have no damage. Then you do nothing. They can just kind of kite you around during your BKB, and then you just don't do anything. But since he's going pure damage and kind of relying on his teammates for the control from the Pangolier, Jakiro, as well as Willow, I think that's okay.
Well, they do see the Moonlight Shadow because Mirana was in vision of that Observer Ward, so they're just going to play super far back. We haven't talked much about this Mirana, actually. Like, this Mirana, I wouldn't say she hasn't done too much in this game. We just haven't seen much of her.
She's not the win conditioner, like the core part of their strategy.
But she's getting a lot of damage.
Yoar's playing like a solid game so far.
That's just...
Had a few deaths, but that's kind of expected against the heroes he's facing. First round Mirana, a lot of ways to kill her. They have another DD rune. Eventually, I feel they should buy a bottle and give it to the Terrorblade.
He looks to be queuing up a Hex on the TB.
I feel like Refresher Orb is really good.
Well, they're going to roll in, but Tavo, he's stuck in a...
They have a DD Terrorblade.
Stuck in a nutshell.
They immediately smoke.
Oh, here we go. Snaking will get a hit off, but he will get shut down. Carapace will hit 2 of them, and now Snaking is going to trap at least. Duster, he's trying to TP him. Will he make it? Nice 4-step over the hill.
Nice
Duster.
that was nice.
Yep, hits him with the well play. Now, they might just take this tier 3, though.
The Crimson Guard is there to help protect from the damage of the DD.
It is. And look at that. DD will help pick it off, and now you just hit that range Rex, do some unhealable damage as much as you can. And look at this, the DD. You're still scared if you're Terrorblade, there's no doubt about that, but you're not too scared. And he just BKBs to kill both Rexes. Terrorize will get canceled.
Yep. I love that play. That is a high-level carry maneuver right there, where you use your spells to get the objective.
Arrow. Oh. Weehaw.
Yeah, that is like flawless play from Resolution.
And he immediately makes sure his team gets out, too.
Exactly.
Sometimes your team will get baited into fighting if the other team
He hesitated for that extra, like, 2 seconds after killing the Rex to ensure his team, like, started to reposition towards the left and, like, then sort of leads them away from the battle, repositions on the enemy on the high ground where they also have a ward protecting. So, just, this is good Dota from both sides, but Storm is really just...
Yeah.
It's good. It's some grade A, like USDA approved goodness.
That's good.
Oh baby, that's a Sunder cooldown talent on Terrorblade as well. 5 seconds. Seems fine.
Yep. Spectre stole the tome. Well, it didn't steal. He's like, whatever, I want my 8% dispersion. I'll take the tome, use it. So how does Pain take a fight? Like, where do they set up to take a fight?
It's tough. It's all about the hunt. You need Pango committing. Their reach is low, but TA Pango have to go in as Spectre kills the Furion. Okay. The issue is Terrorblade's at the point where you're just, he's outputting so much damage, you can't ignore him.
They're going to get the sheep stick and as well the silver, but HFN is going to try to come into the fight. Where is he? He hasn't moved anywhere yet. He's thinking about where to go now. He's going to go over to Snaking, but they don't have any detection, I don't think. And that's a big one. Dagger will fly, hit SVG. We're going to see Tavo. He jumps out barely. Now we're going to have a big macro fire plus an ice pass. They're going to get a stun. He's going to go down immediately. MSS dies too. But look at this. Weeab's trying to chase down Snaking. He can't get him. And now he's up in. He's in a lot of trouble right now. He's getting ulted as well. And he's just going to die. Maybe not. Oh my goodness. Nice use of Mantis. He finally dies. He's Yawar. And it's just Resolution. The rest of his team is missing.
He has a bunch of Sunders, but that's about it.
Yep, and can he do it? He will toss the Sunder out, health removal. Will anything else happen? He has, I would say, his ulti metamorphosis up in about 10 seconds. He could definitely still fight if he really wants to. We'll see if he does another Sunder.
Can he kill all of it?
He can try.
I think he can. Resolution kills King RD with the gem. He's not even going to pay. He's like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
They realized, okay, we have a much better use of our time to push out lanes than try to kill this guy.
Yep. Instead, King RD throws away his life, but a pretty good fight there by Pain. You have a buyback from Tavo and HFN, but you're in the game and you're getting kills.
That was a lot of buybacks. I'm pretty sure Duster bought back 2, right? No, he did not.
Yeah, just the 2
But
cores.
still, 3 buybacks on all your cores except for TI8. It's tough. It's still tough. What item? Does Rezo finish something here? Yeah, he goes to the Hex.
The Hex. Love it.
Yeah. I like it a lot. Now they have 2 hexes to the 0 of Pain, and like that's just the amount of damage both teams can output in a hex window is unreal, and he will be able to kill anyone that he finds.
Yeah. I would have honestly loved to see a refresher orb, but
they can get that next if necessary. But refresher's way too all in. Once you use that, it's 3 minutes where it's more important you stay the strongest hero on map versus all-inning with this double meta. Like, is there really going to be a fight that lasts through the duration of a single meta?
It's not for the meta, it's for the fact that I think they win this game by just hitting buildings.
True.
And you just BKB when they go on
Do
you.
it twice.
And then
But it's so risky. It's so risky, though.
In more capacity.
You make that move and it backfires, you've actually just lost the game.
What are the net worths? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's far enough ahead, but yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm fine with the Hex. If he's not going to go for the refresher orb, the Hex.
I mean, he knows he'll get refresher shard next, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's guaranteed that third Roche if they don't play poorly.
One of the best refresher orb carries in the game, though. So if I wouldn't be surprised, even if he has a refresher shard, that his next item is a refresher.
Dude, this is a great play from Tavo, though. This is something you can't do. He's cutting waves, and he's collecting both of those late-game bounty runes. That's a ton
but
of
now,
gold.
Snake King, he's looking for him, but Tavo,
He has
he's
no buyback.
juking. Oh, he leaps up, man. He is whoa. He's gone. See ya.
But with no Lincolns on Tavo, he is vulnerable at any point to these hexes, and he'll just die.
Man.
He will die, and that's really rough.
Yep.
So he's doing quite ballsy plays, but he kind of has to make these plays.
Remove teleportation cooldown for Nature's Prophet makes pushing out lanes way easier.
And what about that HP and damage, though?
Yeah, what about it?
Not.
They should get rid of it, yeah.
Get it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so scary now because Nyx is constantly hunting. They don't have the gem. They have the one on, I think, Tavo right now.
Yeah, Tavo got it back for King RD, I think.
Yeah, because if Nyx finds someone and you have an NP, TP, and Hex, like, that's a kill.
Yep.
And they have no way, like, every single hero on Pain dies to that.
So Pain, they just do what they do, kind of sit in base with HFN, and if a good fight happens, well, take it. But no buyback, so it's a lot tougher.
Vector with the evasion talisman for the value.
Level 25 as well.
Oh, and here we go. They're going to try to go in. They're looking for Resolution. Oh, nobody hits him out of the paralyze, so he's going to be able to get BKB. We're going to see Metamorphosis just popped in. He's just pairing Weehaw Live. There's going to be the buyback, and now the back is enough. No Resolution somehow gets out, and that's going to be HFN dieback. Can they bring out Resolution? I don't think so, because that reflection, the talent is so much. There's the sheep, and more than likely could just be the game right now. Buyback, but look at, oh, he went triple arrow, by the way, on Yawar. We are going to see another Hex up. TA going to try to get away. Whoa, Resolution says, I don't want to die to King RD. Thank you, Snake King, for your life. Duster will get a nice ice path off, but it won't be enough. And this...
Give it to him,
please.
Oh,
Give it to him.
He's soaring.
The best feeling in Dota.
There's the Beyond Godlike.
He didn't get it.
No, there's still a TA.
He got it, it just didn't show. It said Rampage.
Did it?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
That was definitely close.
Now here we go.
Over the base?
MSF, do that. They're going for it. What? SVG got it.
Wow.
Wow.
And now he's sundering his illusions. The BM is real.
That was a good game. For a good 30 minutes, you know, look back, HFN had a good game, but then VGJ Storm, once again, like you said, they showed it just be a little bit more intense of a team, a little bit, you know, maybe a little higher tier of a team.
I have watched 4 of their games now,
Yes, sir.
and coming into the event, they were one of my top 6 teams, but
Yes.
I'm like,
Top 4 now?
winning a team, no, but
Okay.
I came in, I'm like,